Hey guys and gals, this is Sonic Arrow taking a look at what is currently the Tiger 1 L56, the German premium Tier 7 heavy tank. It's still in testing, it doesn't even have an icon over here in the garage, but it's basically a historical version of the Tiger 1. It has the 8.8cm L56 cannon and a 600 horsepower engine, so that's actually less than the stock engine of the regular Tiger 1. But this thing could get preferential matchmaking, so that, well, if it does, it's a good thing, because it's only got 132 millimeters of penetration, 220 average damage, so that's actually not too bad. Premium rounds, 171 millimeters of penetration, and that's APCR, 220 average damage. Rate of fire is what makes this thing a beast. 12.77 rounds per minute rate of fire, so that's about 3.8 seconds to reload the cannon. So you can get a lot of tracking assistance damage, and if you find soft targets, you will totally destroy them before they can do a significant amount of damage to you, because you've got 1,700 hit points, and that's 200 more than the regular Tiger 1, which already has a lot of hit points. 0.34 accuracy and a 2-second aiming time, so you will aim fast. The accuracy is a little bit average, but even if your first shot misses, you're almost already on your way to the second shot, and that might be a good thing. 380 meter view range, 710 meter signal range. I say it might be a good thing because you might want to stay out and ready for that second shot. However, if you've got a whole bunch of enemy tanks looking at you, you probably want to pull back. Very easy to angle this tank is because it's basically a box. Rectangular. 100 millimeters of armor on the front of the turret, 100 millimeters of armor on the hull, 80 millimeters on the side, and 80 millimeters at the back. But there are, of course, weak points from the front. There's the commander's hatch, driver's port, machine gun port. So you have to watch out for that. Keep moving around, back and forth, and it's very easy to angle. 40 degrees is probably your optimal amount of angling that you want to do. So either you bounce or you don't. And I'll show you that in the game following. Also, before we get into that game, I just saw this thing. It's a Crusader 5.5 inch, and I don't think that's the regular Crusader. It looks like it could be a premium tank or a reward tank, but it is a self-propelled gun, so we'll not take a look at that. Right, so if we take a look at the regular Tiger, it's got about the same stats. Top speed and everything, traverse speed. Actually, this thing has better hull traverse speed, 30 degrees per second versus 26. So that actually might come in handy. You can turn quite well, but the turret is still turning at 18 degrees per second. And of course, if you do have this thing, the regular Tiger 1 set up with stock values, it still has 50 more horsepower than the L56 Tiger, and it has less rate of fire, even if you're using the same cannon. So that could come in handy. This thing might be a pretty good heavy tank. But we'll have to see what becomes of it once it gets released. Now, onto the game. Alright, so we are on mines, and I'm going to be heading toward the northern part of the village. And we'll see what we can do with the very small amount of penetration that this tank does get, but if I do meet some tier 6s, I'll be sure to totally destroy them. But the tier 8s, especially that IS-6, that's not going to be an easy target. And there you go, it's not too slow. It gets about, well, it gets up to 40 kilometers per hour on most terrain. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Not most terrain. On the hard surfaces. And it gets close to 40 on most terrain. So I tried to take a shot at the hatch of the T-34-3, most likely bouncing if I did manage to hit it. And he's probably waiting for me right here. There he is. And he bounced. That's a nice bounce. 175 millimeters penetration, and that was a bounce. One more shot into that guy, and the FCM-50T has actually made it up on top of the hill. So this is not a good thing for me, and not a good thing for anybody over here. Let's see if I can get a shot. Elevation's not too bad. Oh, where did that shot go? Anyways, I'm not going to be staying around there if an FCM is trying to shoot me in the back. Let's see what I can do over here against an IS-6, T-150, and a Jagdpanther. Probably going to have to switch to premium rounds at some point. IS-6 is a very hard tank to penetrate, even at Tier 8. Sorry, even for Tier 8 tanks. Looks, ooh, our western side is falling quite quickly. Switching to APCR, see if I can get a shot on this IS-6 or the T-150. Okay. Let's see. And look at this fast reload. Managed to track the IS-6. And the penetration's a little bit lacking at the moment. But I could be doing the same amount of tracking damage with the regular rounds. I'm gonna try and get a shot on the hatch. Doesn't look like it's working, but he just fired, and I know I've got a little bit of time before the IS-6 reloads, about 10 seconds for that thing. That means if we fired at the same time, I could get another 2 shots into the IS-6 before I had to pull back. And this Type 58 is shooting me in the back. Ooh, what IS-6 is... Okay. Let's see. That was a shot, so I could take one more. No, not when he's looking like that. Angled like that. Alright, so our team's doing well. We've taken apart most of the western side enemy tanks. Let's see if we can get a shot on the Type 58. Nope. Well, that was a hit, but no penetrations. Ooh, IS-6 poked out right there. And I think that IS-3 turned just enough to block the shot that would have most likely done a great deal of damage to me. Oh, and there's that Type 58 once again. Let's see. Ah, come on. Get that shot in. Oh, I've been spotted. But I reload quite quickly, so I managed to take him out. Taking only 1 shot. That's not too bad. Let's see about this IS-6. Oh, and yeah, Panther. Okay. Back to the IS-6. Ah, finally some damage. But I guess that was a high penetration roll. And a Yag Tiger 8.8 centimeters, so that's actually not a good thing to be shooting at. But the penetration, if I hit the lower plate of the Yag Tiger, I'm capable of penetrating it. And there we go. The Panzer IV, I'm probably not going to get a shot in on him. Wow, I just melted right there. Borsig though, don't need premium for this. Where is he? Ah, he is exposed. And reload just fast enough to get that final kill, so 5 kills with only 690 damage. That was a first class mastery badge with 1,191 points of experience earned with a measly 1,690 damage and 5 kills. So I've been taking all the kills in this thing, and it's probably pretty good for that. 24 shots fired, 19 hit, only 11 penetrations, mostly on that IS-6. So when you see a heavily armored target, probably don't go for it and try to track it with premium ammunition, because it's going to cost you. It cost me a lot, 59,000 credits, 8,000 credits earned on a premium account. A non-premium lost 15,000 credits, so that's not looking too good. But if you do penetrate all your shells, you should be doing okay. Don't start tracking an IS-6 with premium rounds. I did get some assistance damage, 696, but we'll see what this thing... Oh, right, 3 bounces. Almost forgot. Almost 940 damage, and those are from 175mm cannons. So that was actually interesting. I'm not sure how that happened, They did fire at a completely angled front plate, so not sure what they were thinking either. Tiger's not that weak. We'll see how this thing does once it's completely finished and released. Thanks for watching. Please press that like button and leave some comments. I'll see you in future videos.